Welcome to the Chop Sports Fight Factory. Here are your hosts, the Reverend Tommy D and Rasslin Rob.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Chop Sports Fight Factory, right here in the Richard Lucas Chevy and Subaru studio in Matawan, New Jersey, brought to you by Dudes Gourmet. This is our last show here on YouTube. Next week, we're going to be on Premier Streaming Service. Very excited to get that started. So I am your host, the Reverend Tommy D. Joined with me, as always, by all gas and no breaks, Rasslin Rob. We got Dave in the corner over there. It is WrestleMania weekend, boys. I'm so excited. There it is, pointing.
Yeah,
Dave, just point at the screen.
Sure, I'm pointing right where it was.
There you go. We don't want to leave you out.
I'm very pumped that you said the wrong name already.
Which
the Premier Streaming Network. We're pumped about that. You said Premier Streaming Service. It's all good. Everybody over there. You know what? It is Josh Chernoff after all. So maybe, just maybe, he deserves that a little bit. And since we're not on the network yet, we can kind of screw around.
Yeah, tell him WrestleMania is in Philly next year, and we expect to be correspondents.
Yes,
that's in our contract already. I see he's got some people out there with him now.
Yeah.
We expect to be correspondents.
Oh, we'll definitely be involved next year.
We should definitely have a booth at WrestleCon.
I don't know about that. I just want to be at WrestleMania. I got to induct my friend in,
Who?
Can't say that, guys. My friend who I told him I couldn't wait to see him next year. The whole thing.
Eugene?
I tell you what, not for nothing, there's a whole separate podcast to be developed here. Like the life of Rob's DMs. Like I gotta know. I gotta know.
Hold them.
Well,
they're in the
listen,
chamber, bro.
He took a video, and I saw some DMs that looked like there were some Chechnyan women in there.
You saw that, right?
Yeah.
I had to delete those after you. I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, I can't believe I haven't deleted these.
Yeah, some stars over here, guys over here, fuzzy boots, and then there's somebody else.
We're gonna see him on the next 90 Day Fiance.
Hey, check's a check, baby.
Oh, well, now that you said baby, okay. It is,
Oh wow,
Hey,
nice.
it
It
is
is WrestleMania
guys are
season,
pros
but we
now.
are going to talk a little AEW first, do our due diligence, because the rest of the show is going to be dedicated to the greatest show on earth, WrestleMania. So if you're living under a rock and don't have Twitter, then you really didn't see what the hell was going on this past week. But a lot of tea was spilled and some tears collected in a water bottle for Tony Khan to keep drinking. Go ahead, Rob. Just let it
CM
go.
Punk started off on his Instagram post. Do you know what's funny though?
He's been quiet.
But he has, and that's the thing. He's been quiet since the
And
scrum.
he's been taking the jabs that they started ever since that happened. Carry on, my wayward son. All the bullshit that they've been saying to dirt sheet writers and things like that.
It's true. He's the only one who hasn't said a word since it's all happened.
Yep.
He comes out. He just on his he deletes it as well right afterwards, which is
He knows better.
Of course. I mean, he ain't stupid. He
Well,
knows
'cause
people are going
it
to
was
see
up
it.
there for enough time for everybody to screenshot the shit out
That's
of it.
exactly what he did.
All
He
I got
knew.
from it is he's never seen Rockies, and
What the fuck?
but you know what's funny? People pulled up a tweet from like 2017 where he said he's never seen Rocky.
There are people that are out there. They're not normal, but there
Yeah,
are
they're
people
definitely
like
not
that that are
normal
out there.
He's seen Rocky, please. Well, maybe that's why his UFC career went down the shitter, huh?
Wow, wow, I love it. I got blocked for that. That's the one reason I'm blocked is because I congratulated my friend Mickey Gall on his win over CM Punk, and CM Punk just wasn't having it that day.
Hey, listen.
I mean, it might have been like 30 seconds after the fight, so yeah, I'm sure he's a little
So
upset.
as we all know, Punk was supposed to wrestle Moxley at, I forgot what pay-per-view it was, but they did like a squash.
One of their four.
They did a squash match on the episode before that, which everyone was like, why are we doing this? Why not wait for the pay-per-view? Punk was hurt. We all knew that. Punk had said they wanted him to wrestle hurt pretty much. His lawyer sent them a letter saying that he couldn't wrestle but Tony kept insinuating it was
Well,
just gonna be a squash match.
Tony and Moxley's exact words were, "Well, if it's a squash match, you don't have to be cleared."
Well, Moxley also said
"Is
he
that true, Dave?"
didn't want to drop
Not
the belt.
absolutely not true.
You know what?
100%
How could
not
that be
true.
true when we
First
had-
of all, did Punk not go through this shit with WWE with being hurt or something on his back or something?
yeah.
to that?
Yeah.
Right? So
We
like,
had-
didn't they learn their lesson?
We had Nikki Duke sitting right where you are right there, and they took her blood pressure, and they weren't going to even let her go out there to hop as an extra.
Right, you're right.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
That's WWE though. Therein lies the difference.
Yeah.
So, it's insane.
Well, it's just then it goes from there. So the next day, Renee Paquette, how do you say
Paquette?
that?
Renee Young.
Renee Young. I'm sorry, Renee Young for all of
Even
us.
though
who
it's
listen.
not her
Is that Moxley's real last name, Paquette?
I have
No, it's her
idea,
last
dude.
name. His real last name is
Moxley?
Nah, I forgot. It's something else.
He took her last name.
No,
Didn't
Do you remember
stop
back
it.
in the day when that was the first cool thing you could do on the internet was look up like real names of wrestlers?
Oh yeah, because
When I found out like Kane was like Glenn Jacobs, I was freaking out. I was like, I can't believe this crap.
now he's the mayor of Knox
Now
City
we
or
have
whatever the fuck it is. The next day, Moxley goes on Renee's podcast, says a lot of interesting things, but
Yeah.
pretty much says about that situation is he wasn't under contract, which he didn't have to do it. He
Right.
didn't have to wrestle him. How do you feel about that, Dave? I mean, should he have done the job? Because I mean, I'm assuming Tony probably told him like
No.
first.
So not under contract?
Yeah,
I'm not doing a damn thing.
and you're the champ
I'm not doing a damn
because they were both
thing.
the champ, right?
Yeah, I think there was like a
Interim,
month. Yeah,
interim
it was
and
like
term
a,
kind of deal, yeah.
But I'm not. There's no way I'm stepping foot even down the ramp without a contract. Forget that shit. Anything could happen. Anything. You could fall and break your ankle, and if you're not under contract, they'll be the first ones to tell you that they're not responsible.
That's the thing. It's like a crazy.
Goodbye.
Why would you risk that? Even in a squash match, why would you risk it?
Because, look, was his heart in the right place? Maybe.
Who?
Moxley.
What do you mean by his heart in the right place? Explain that.
Because I feel like he probably thinks like it would be a real douchebag move if he didn't go out there to try and help the company that's paying him money because WWE was just.
He didn't have a contract. Who's paying him anything?
But that's a good
You
point.
don't think Tony paid him that night?
He
Come on.
he
just
doesn't
saying.
say that, but I mean,
he might have not have contracted it, but I'm sure he had a briefcase full of coked up, crusted
Cheddar.
dollar bills.
Yep.
I'm just saying, like, so. But Punk was hurt,
Yeah.
so Punk didn't have to do it either.
So they're both hurt. They're
Punk
both
was
not clear?
hurt. One didn't have.
Punk
one
was
didn't have a
hurt.
contract. The
No,
other one
was
didn't have a
hurt.
foot.
Oh my god! What a mess.
So I mean, where do you go from here? Does he? JR seems to think he's coming back.
Yeah. JR also mispronounces how many people's names in the ring. I love JR to
Don't
death,
disrespect
but
the legend, the goat. There it is, Jr.
you know, I love JR to death, but I don't see it.
You don't see anything happening. Nowhere from here. It's just going to stay the same.
Listen,
Because now one of the Young Bucks are hurt, for real.
here's the thing.
What do they do now? Because this whole storyline they were doing with the Bucks, Kenny and Paige just died.
I mean,
right?
look,
What can you do now?
Like I said last week, I don't think FTR is leaving.
That's this Wednesday too.
I think the whole
FTR,
loser leaves town match was just to throw people off into thinking that, oh my God, they really are going to WWE because then they're going to win
they're
the
not
belt.
mentioning
Stupid question.
it, but they're not mentioning it in promos.
Stupid question here. Is it they lose and they leave AEW?
Yeah.
Yes.
So can there be a way where if they lose, they just go to Ring of Honor and just wrestle
Of
over
course.
there?
Eddie Kingston
So there
did
you
it.
go. So there you go. There's your out. In case now you have them really guessing. Like, all right, if they, oh my God, they just lost, they're going to WWE, and then they just show up on the new app for Ring of Honor, like, hey, FTR. You know,
And
there's
they
a
still
way
won't
out.
get booked.
There's a way.
No, they
there's a
get
way
booked
out.
on Ring of Honor, right? They'd be in that tag team match though.
How many tag teams are in?
They're doing that Reach for the Sky thing Friday. I don't know. I don't know how many.
And they're
teams.
changing the belts too.
Well, they should change
Good.
the belts. Honestly,
I like that.
because
They're changing the belts.
The last
They
tag
should
team
be-
champions
they
were
should be
the
the last-
Briscoes, right?
yeah, I mean, yeah,
so
that's how
they're
it
doing
should-
the right thing there. They're doing the right
100%.
thing.
That should be how it be.
So,
What happened to AEW last night? Anything?
oh
good?
boy, I mean, what a stellar.
You know, Bryan
program.
Danielson comes back.
Yeah.
Moxley cuts open Don Canales, literally busts his shit open. How do you
That
feel
was
about that?
rough.
Poor Cyrus.
I did not. First of all, I don't think it's hard weight at all. I think he gigged. I don't know, man. I don't know if you're supposed to gig when you get punched right in the face, but man,
it's
oh
hard
man,
to tell
did he
with that
sell
company.
that?
I've punched a lot of people in the forehead, and I don't think I've ever split anybody
That's what
open.
I'm saying. You got to have like a ring on or something like to really split them open.
Dude, I don't know. The whole jumping angle it's getting old already because
There's people jumped like every third scene now.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
yeah. So Jeff Cobb, which I was very shocked at the match placement.
It was in the middle.
was
of the-
early, right?
middle, right?
It was either within the first hour or the beginning of the second hour.
Do you have metrics on that, Rob, as far as like viewership in
Not
the
yet.
first hour,
It
second hour?
didn't come in yet.
But when you do get those numbers, does it show first
Oh
hour,
yeah,
second
oh
hour?
yeah, dude. And this is why I don't listen to Cornette, but he will. I mean, I don't know if this is like
Brian Last is the one that looks up the
He'll
WrestleMomics.
go to Cornette segment by segment viewership hours.
Oh wow. Okay.
And so it's like people
curious.
hate Cornette because he talks a lot of shit, and he does talk a lot of shit. Which he like some shit he's like should be
He doesn't just talk shit about AEW.
No, he doesn't.
though.
But he
Talks
goes
shit
too
about WWE
far.
too.
He goes too far when he says certain things. And I get why people hate his guts. But when it comes to like breaking that shit down, I don't think there's anybody better that does it.
No,
I really don't.
This guy's got him. He's got his. He's
don't.
got his MLW lanyard in his rear view, and it's a whatchamacallit, like some people have the tree air freshener. It's just a picture of Jim Cornette.
It's his face. Fucking glasses.
I will have the Jim Cornette T-shirt, and it will be worn here. Trust me.
End of the show. Adam Cole,
baby.
Garcia. Nobody cares. We all just want Adam Cole to come back.
But here's my question:
Was Britt Baker ringside?
She wasn't ringside. She came after he won, and then he started grabbing the back of his neck, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh God, here we go."
I love you, Adam Cole. And dude, NXT's doing this.
But I think it was fine.
No, bullshit. This fake, obviously, the dude really has a neck injury. We all know that, right? Stop. In NXT, they got the women's champion right now, won her last match and passed out, and they put her in an ambulance, okay? They were doing now you know they're doing like their WrestleMania this weekend.
Cut a terrible
They were doing
promo.
a ladder match.
Didn't she just show up in the promo?
And said, I passed out because of anxiety.
Oh man.
Won the match and then passed out. Like, no, dude, no. And I get they're saying, well, it might help somebody. It might. But I've never fucking scored a touchdown and had an anxiety attack.
Don't push that shit.
They are, and they're doing the same shit.
So
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you. True
Hangman
story.
and his medicine.
True story. I won my first match.
I'm empathetic to that.
I won my first match as a wrestler. It was a battle royal. I won it. And I remember doing the Shawn Michaels thing after he won the second one where he slams the mat twice. Right?
Yeah.
I slammed the mat as hard as I could. I got up and I said, yeah, right? In that moment, I thought I was going to pass out because my rush was so crazy. But that's just physical stuff. Yeah. That's like my head was about to explode. Not anxiety. Don't push this shit on people. I understand.
If it's real.
I get it, right? But don't do that, man. We're going through a tough time as a country already.
That's my point.
Don't need to
a lot
do
of
that
people.
shit.
I would never speak ill will against somebody with, anxiety.
Nobody would.
I have a giant bottle of antidepressants in my
bro,
bathroom. They're mine. I don't take them because if I do, I wouldn't be as witty as I am now. Anyway.
So starting next week on the Premier Streaming Network, Tommy's going to be talking. He's going to be taking his pills. Make sure he dials it down a little
It's
bit.
just getting out of hand with this.
So he's grabbing the back of his
shit.
neck, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh, great! Did he get hurt?" And then he's smiling, and then here comes Britt Baker. They have the Titanic kiss moment in the center of the ring, which was cool. And then the black and yellow streamers come down like he just won the fucking championship.
What the fuck, dude?
But
I get it. The guy's been off TV for a long time.
Okay, that's cool for the fans.
What are they going to do when Miro comes back? Fucking fireworks?
Miro's coming back? That's news to me. He's doing like voiceover
for like
work.
a year, dude.
And he's getting...
A year.
Yeah.
Did they do QTV last night?
Isn't there? No, there was no QTV last night. Isn't there a tag team in AEW that hasn't been like featured since December but still getting paychecks?
Who?
Don't do it. That's enough.
Anyway.
Damn, I'm going to really have to think about that.
If you can't figure out who I'm talking about.
I saw the Acclaim on TV like 2 weeks ago.
Not the Acclaim.
Oh, I don't know.
Same training school, though.
Okay.
Okay. As Daniel Garcia is coming out of the ring. Mind you, this whole celebration is going on when Daniel Garcia is just like laying there.
In the ring?
In the ring. So you're making him you're making him look like a plate full of piss to begin with.
Roll out.
And here comes Jarrett Hogan.
You knew it.
With his arm around him, and then the stare down comes as Adam Cole staring at Jericho. And
see, I know I'm against you guys' opinion here. I love it. I love it because look, Jericho's got to come to his boy's defense. Is he not in the Jericho thingy?
But yes.
So then why
Name
not?
one person.
Why does that to be Jericho? That's
Name
my
me.
point.
Here's
Who's
the
it
thing.
going to be?
Starks? They're not doing nothing with Starks. They're doing something with Darby, Jungle Boy,
no.
Sammy.
Starks is wrestling Axel Andretti.
Jungle Boy got up on MJF last night.
Ready.
Yeah. So
He almost killed fucking
now
somebody.
here's my question to you. Since Jericho has been in AEW, name me one person that's gotten over with the crowd and their career skyrocketed
MJF.
since working with him.
MJF, dude.
That's it. It did nothing for Ricky Starks. It did
Well, because they
nothing
went away
for
from it
anybody
too fast.
else.
Like they
Look,
went away from
perfect
it
example.
after Andretti beat him. They forgot
That
about
shit's
it.
crazy to me.
It is nuts. A little nutty.
So
but
that's what I mean. Jerry,
They did Barry Horowitz better than that.
That's like when 1-2-3 Kid beat Razor. Like that's like as if they would forget about him after he did that.
Well, no, because after he beat Razor the first time, then they had that money match where he won the money.
Yeah,
Yes, he did it again.
Barry Horowitz got more than that when he fucking rolled up. Who'd he beat? Chris Candido? Who'd he beat?
Barry Horowitz got more than that when he beat Joey Janela at WrestleMania.
I called that match. That was a great one.
My kid tried to help him out in that match. But nobody gets over when working with Jericho. It's like he sucks the lifeblood out of the young talent that's there.
So maybe but here's a perfect example. Adam Cole's already over, man. So like this is perfect. It's a perfect storm. Jericho is the old vet. He's pissed off
Their
about
fans
this.
are going to eat that shit up.
Yeah, dude.
Of course.
They're going to love this, and I'm going to love it. I think the promos will be good.
I think
Adam
the
Cole's one of
Mark-
the best in the world.
Mark.
No, dude, come on.
Mark.
You're pissed off that he's not letting younger talent over, right? Adam Cole isn't younger talent anymore. That guy's been around forever.
The thing that got to me was just like what we talked about with Axe and Andretti. Like, I saw how good he is. And I felt I needed to put him over. They've done nothing with him since.
Well, we're not. Dave, pay the bills.
I will. Why? What happened?
No, just pay the bills. We're going to break.
Yeah.
Pay the bill.
Yes.
Oh. I was like, shit, the internet go out?
I love it. Rob cut off the AEW talk.
We're 15 minutes in. It's WrestleMania season,
yeah, we
baby.
gotta get to WrestleMania.
I don't want to talk about
I'll
that
just tell you
bullshit
guys,
anymore.
I'll just tell you guys that the show is being brought to you by Dudes Gourmet. As always, free shipping. If you head on over there, spend a certain amount of money, head on over there via Chop Sports. We're waiting for our seasoning, Tom. So let's get that seasoning ready for summer, right? So we can barbecuing and shit and get our seasoning.
And guys, I can tell you this right now: that stuff is great on your food and up your nose.
And no, don't take them kids. Do not try that at home.
It's been on Forbes.
I do also want to let everybody know that this show is being brought to you in part by Absolute Eyewear in Woodbridge, New Jersey. Those guys are great. They supply Tommy with those fresh specs right there. They all do the lenses and they do the what do you call them? The exams. Right, $100 off if you say Chop Sports at the door. And of course, check out all of the new specials over at Richard Lucas Chevrolet and Subaru. And that is our boys. George is over there. We have my boy Artie over there. My best friend Greg does the Subaru thing. So go check those guys out right now. And, of course, thank you to those guys for sponsoring the show. It is now WrestleMania season, ladies and gentlemen. Today on ESPN, they've released the night order. Now, here's the thing. I just want to ask you guys a question as you bring up night one, Rob.
Are you ready?
Well, that too. But I gotta ask you guys. Do you think it's unfair that they wait until now, the Thursday before Mania weekend, to release the cards? Because you got to buy tickets to this shit. So if you can't buy tickets to 2 nights, unless you're a baller and you want to go 2 nights, great. But like if you got to choose one night to go, shouldn't you know the whole card like 3 weeks in advance or something like that?
Nope.
That's horrible.
I think you know
it's going to end with Roman and Cody.
Yes,
fine.
yes.
But like what if you're a big Cena guy? And they don't tell you until fucking last week that Cena's going to be opening up.
Here's the reason why you don't
their
do
way
that.
of getting you to buy 2 tickets, I guess, right?
Well, that's good.
That.
Yeah.
But I think they do like a pro, like you buy 2 for something.
Yeah, but think of it this way.
Think
of it this way. So if they showed you that, which we're going to get into, the Sunday card, everybody wanted to go to that, and then it's going to hurt numbers for Saturday. They're not going to do that. Put it out after everybody's bought their tickets.
Just sprinkle here and there, and then finally.
That's the best thing to do.
Because
Look,
not for nothing, as we go over this card and make our predictions and shit, like to me, it's not close. It's Sunday. Dominate Saturday. Oh, yeah. And again, we're all going to be pleasantly surprised because that's usually what happens with WWE. Like they go out there and they crush it. First of all, I know Stand and Deliver will probably crush it, right? Yeah. They're going to have amazing matches Saturday afternoon. Then you go into Saturday night, like, how do you top Stand and Deliver? Boom. Then you have Saturday night, and you're like, holy shit, there's no way that you could top this on Sunday. And they will. But I just find it interesting to know that there's like 2 gates, and like you have to like purchase at your own risk, really.
Yeah, that's true. Stand and Deliver is during the day on Saturday.
1 o'clock.
I'm fucking souped. I could watch that.
That's a lot of wrestling this weekend.
Yeah. And obviously Friday night's got SmackDown, the Hall of Fame, which by the way,
only 4 people.
No. Tim White.
Tim White's going in.
Stacey Keebler's going in. Ray's obviously going in. So I think it's all right. All right.
So
we little lineup.
Maybe you'll agree with me on this, and Dave, maybe you too. Don't you think? And I understand Conan's inducting Ray.
Supposedly that hasn't been announced yet. Because to their podcast, Conan keeps saying it's like I haven't known because nobody's really told me if I'm doing it.
How do they not announce that?
Don't you think Conan should be going in.
Why?
I understand he didn't do a lot with WWE.
I get that too.
But what he did for Mexican wrestling, if it wasn't for Conan, we don't have Rey.
But maybe this gets him in next year or the year after.
I would think you'd have him go in L.A. What does he have to do with Philly?
I don't. What is he? I mean, I don't really know. What does he have to do with WWE? And I get that. I guess that's like not really.
What did the Rock and Roll
anymore.
Express have to do with WWE? They never wrestled there.
That should be in that. Lex Luger's not even in
yet.
He'll get in.
He'll get in, but I would think that
at the very least you got to give the guy the Warrior Award or something. You know, the guy's like really he's gone down hell. Yeah, he's hurting right now.
I mean, I think that Conan should be just for what he did for lucha wrestling because, like I said,
I agree.
Without that, you have no Rey, you have no Eddie. Without a guy like Conan, who was the forefront of the Mexican wrestling world and considered the Mexican Hulk Hogan. Did you ever see those videos of him back in the day with the long hair?
Oh yeah, Conan was the man.
Lion Cub,
bro. You know, back in my first wrestling federation on the trampoline, K-Dog was one of the guys I chose to be. Like, I would love Conan. I loved Conan.
I might have walked around the halls of Colonia Middle School and Colonia High School with the flannel shirt with the one button.
Right, exactly.
You did too. I can imagine with your lunch tray.
All right, hit me with the card.
John Cena Austin Theory for the United States Championship. Now, here's the rumor people are saying that John wins the next night, does the open challenge, and Cardona comes out and beats him. That's the story I'm hearing.
What if Jay White comes out and beats him?
That
Yucky.
I would take.
Yuck.
Because then it's a way to get Jay White over.
You'll sit there and talk about how phenomenal of a talent fucking Kenny Twinkletoes is, but you don't think Jay White's a phenomenal talent?
Kenny's times 10 better than Jay White.
Yeah.
Jay White's just like a better, like a more realistic heel to me.
But here's the thing.
I like Jay White.
I would tell you right now, I guess you can call me a casual because Jay White don't move the needle for me, man. He might move the needle for the hardcore guy in the mom's basement, but not me, dude. Sorry. Like, you can't be like, nobody knows his music. And then when Jay White appears on the Tron, do you think he gets the same pop as when Jericho debuted on the Tron? Because everybody knew who Jericho was coming from WCW. Sorry, don't do it for me,
man. With the Twitter world right now, probably.
I don't think Jay White gets a bigger pop than Wardlow would get.
Oh, Wardlow, that would be huge.
And Jay White's been around.
Wait, Wardlow?
Like if Wardlow, a lot of things we're seeing, but not like now. But
interesting.
What do you think? Do you think Wardlow would get a bigger pop on Monday after WrestleMania or Jay White? I think Wardlow would get the fucking bigger pop.
Because somebody who's on TV every week,
here's my
recognize.
That's my point. I'm not saying like
if you had Jay White coming out and like AJ Styles was next to him,
they would pop because they know Bullet Club, of course. But I just that
would make a little bit.
You don't
more
think,
sense.
but WWE don't think like that.
Oh, see, but there you go, Tommy. You just nailed a nice moment. Isn't AJ hurt?
Yeah.
What's the injury?
The ankle. He broke his
All
ankle.
right, so let's just say he crutches out, and Cena's like, "What are you talking about, bro? You can't come out here." But like, not me.
Going to my brother.
This guy.
Yeah.
And then he comes out. Then you're like, "Oh, Jay White." But if he comes as a standalone guy, you're gonna. I'm sorry.
Cena and AJ's have history too, so I think that would be pretty.
That'd be really cool.
Who wins?
Yeah, who wins this match?
I'm gonna go Theory, but I want it to be Cena.
Do you think they give Cena to
I'll
win?
tell you 1,001% John Cena wins this.
I want to see
1,001% John Cena wins this. Yeah.
And then what do they do with Theory? They're just killing him.
I don't know.
I could see Cena winning. But
what do you do with
Theory if he loses?
I think Theory.
You can do anything you want because that kid's going to be a
on
star
to bigger and better
regardless.
things soon. He completely turned everything around from the summer of
what do you
torture.
do? So what's bigger and better things? What do you do if he wins? I think he'll be right. If he loses, what do you do with him? You're not going to put him in the IC title. Who's he going to beat? If Sheamus wins, right? And that's on the next night. If Sheamus wins, he's the Grand Slam champion. So he's going to hold it for at least SummerSlam. I just don't see Drew winning because I see Money in the Bank in London. I think that they try to give him his thing. He cashes in that night for the pop. They owe him. I could be wrong.
They do all.
And he ain't beating Gunther. That's for damn sure.
No, but
so what do you do with him?
He still puts on a good match with Gunther. Look, what are you going to do? Make him the United States champion?
I would send him back to NXT and make him win the title.
When's
there.
Money in the Bank?
It's June.
Have him win Money in the Bank again.
Theory?
Yeah.
That would be, but he has to cash in that night.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Right?
Has he cashed in yet?
He lost. He challenged Rollins for the U.S. title.
That's right.
And he lost. So
and they
now,
buried him. Yeah, like
different. All I'm saying is I think the kid's a star.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I don't think he needs a title anymore.
There's a lot of guys. Cena Theory. Right?
Who's going with Theory?
Me. I just don't see
Cena,
what you do.
But what do you think, Tommy?
Theory.
All right, so two theories in a scene.
All right. I'm not going to say that's probably the main event. We don't have to talk about Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus.
Why?
I mean, you want to? We can. All right, so Becky, we'll do it real quick.
I want to talk about
why Becky,
how Trish Stratus still looks the same now that she
she's
did.
so hot. No, she looks better
She's
now.
beautiful.
I think she's better now.
She's
Supposedly she's going to turn on them and turn heel. That's what they're saying.
I mean, stick around.
I guess that's what they're going to do.
Stick around, please.
I love it. Give me Damage Control to win that match.
All right.
Control?
We don't have to talk about the
Them
tag
too.
team special, right? So we'll go.
Can I ask you why they're even doing that?
Just to put, because they did it had to put them all on the card somehow.
You don't have to. That's how you save money.
I get it. Because they did the same thing for the girls.
If you take those 2 matches away, right, the 2 showcase matches, and I love most of the people in those showcases.
You're going to see Chad Gable and Montez Ford show out, I think.
Right, so like for that, I'm pumped because I love to see those guys go.
I tell you
but
one
if you
thing-
took away those 2 matches and maybe a couple select others, you can have WrestleMania
It
back
doesn't
on
look
one
like
night.
there's-
Yeah.
it doesn't look like
That's
they're
true.
sparing any expense for WrestleMania. Have you seen the stage build yet?
I have not seen it yet.
Really?
No.
I'll
I've
show
not
you a
looked.
picture after.
Holy
It's dope.
shit.
It's dope as hell.
Nice.
It's real nice. It's nice, dude.
You could tell Triple H is the one
It's
that's
nice.
doing it because
It's
who
nice.
had the most extravagant entrances
It's nice, dude.
in WWE the past?
I mean, I love Dallas
like
because
it obviously
it
has
had the star and everything.
has the long ramp,
Yeah.
but like besides the ramp, it's like
It's
Academy
high.
Awards, like red
carpet.
No, like red going up stage. Like
It's
wow.
dude,
it looks
it's
really
huge.
cool.
I'll
actually.
take a look.
And then
It's
they have
huge.
SoFi Stadium. Obviously has that big screen that goes all the way
shit,
around.
you're right,
it looks,
yeah.
dude, it looks so fucking dope. All right, Seth Rollins, Logan Paul. Who wins and why?
Well, this is
Logan Paul's birthday too.
and his contract is up after WrestleMania.
Before we get to that,
Whose
Cody
contract?
Rhodes. It is. He's
Whose
Logan
contract?
Paul. Logan Paul.
Logan
It was
Paul?
only a year. Yeah.
He'll resign.
That's what he said. It's the end of my rookie year, or whatever. Cody Rhodes came out on Dan Lebitard this week, and they asked him about like, since you've been back, has anything happened? He's like, the one person I've almost got in a fight with is Seth Rollins. Like, we'll probably never get along.
They wrestled how many times?
3. But
Yeah,
I guess they got like he said, we'll never get along. There's no way we can be in the same room. Like, he was dead ass serious. And then he's like, have you ever gotten a fight backstage? And he said, when he didn't say, but he basically said when he was Stardust, he was out in the ring. Remember when Cody used to wear like the black vest and the thing on his face?
Yeah.
He said when he looked back, when he was coming back through the curtain, he wouldn't say who it was. One of the guys had the black vest on. They were like making fun of him, and he fucking Greco style threw him down, took the vest off. But he said he felt like an idiot because like they were just having fun. He was just miserable. He said, but he wouldn't say who it was. So
It was Seth.
do they not like Cody over there?
Bro, think about it though. Think about it like this.
No, I get it.
Think about it like this. If you're one of the guys on the up and up, and all of a sudden Cody comes from AEW and he's the main event at WrestleMania within inside of a year,
Yep.
and guys have been grinding for a long time, then yes, there's going to be certain people out there that have a little trepidation against this. Did you see Seth Rollins' tweet?
What?
So he put up the one finger for Roman Reigns.
No,
So
today?
I think he was rooting for Roman Reigns to win because it's Cody. Like he's the real one or whatever. I gotta find it. Hold on. Just buy some time. It's really
I'm
good.
fucking for it all day.
what do you think? We're gonna have
But if I'm Cody, I'm for it too. Like, fuck you guys. Like, I came back here. Like, take this shit from me. But if I'm them, I'm the same way. Like, dude, you went over there, crashed the throne, talking your shit.
Yeah, here we
Thought
go.
you were-
So the tweet is from WWE on BT Sport WWE. All have come, all have acknowledged at Roman Reigns WrestleMania. So it's WrestleMania, and it's a list of the guys
Yeah.
he's beaten, right?
Okay.
Seth Rollins retweets it. He goes, "Never forget who the real one," and he puts up the one finger. So
Maybe someone
either,
himself.
huh?
Maybe someone himself.
He lost
He beat-
to him.
No, he's talking
no,
about
he
Enzo, the real one. I don't
Yeah,
know.
right.
No,
He
maybe someone.
he beat Roman.
No, Roman.
Don't you remember when he cashed in and
Well,
Money in the
yeah,
Bank?
but not during his
at
tribal
the
chief run.
Suplex City bitch
he
fucking
cashed in.
WrestleMania.
Oh, maybe he's talking about that. I don't know. For me, I jumped all over because
Oh,
you're
I
telling me
think
he's
I'm thinking that
against
too,
Cody.
though. But I think that too, though.
How dope would that be?
It could be, but I think you've been paying too much attention to the AEW talent that fight with each other on Twitter. I don't see.
We'll see.
Rollins like
happening.
1-6 in his last 7 WrestleManias.
He ain't losing this one. Rollins is beating Logan
Yeah,
Paul.
I think he has to win,
I think
too.
Jake Paul's making an appearance.
Oh, it's
and I
WrestleMania.
think
Rollins is definitely.
He gets
listen,
it wrong, screws it up.
You get knocked out
I
2
would like to
weeks
see
in a
Cardona
row.
come out for that.
Damn.
Beat up Jake Paul.
You get knocked out 2 weeks in a row. There's no way he's not going over. Rollins has
The
to go
50-50
over.
booking stuff.
It's gonna be a good
that's
match.
over though. I think that's the thing of the past.
I think Rollins is gonna fucking whoop his ass like
No, I'm not saying the 50-50 booking,
this
but
is
for
wrestling.
the past 2 weeks,
Yeah, he's got knocked out.
Logan Paul's knocked him out.
Yeah, I know.
So
But
there's
didn't
no way.
How did they leave the last one?
I think he knocked
It was
him
just a
out.
He knocked
promo,
him
right?
out.
He wasn't there. No,
Nah,
I'm talking
yeah,
about the
promos.
last
Yeah,
promo.
yeah,
he wasn't there.
wasn't there.
Knocked him out.
Ray and Dom.
I'm telling you right now,
Dom.
just so everybody's aware, that pop was one of the biggest and loudest I've heard in a long time.
And all he said was "shut up." I think, right?
Well, not even that. Yeah, the pop.
thought he was
of
gonna call her bitch
when
or
he
something, 'cause that'd
when
be
he
better.
popped him, when he hit him, that crowd. Listen to it again, everybody out there. That
Yeah.
crowd. I've not heard him that loud in a long
17
time.
million views on YouTube.
Did you see the punches that Dom was giving him? Though,
Yeah.
Those. I think Ray was like, "Bro, fucking, just really hit me."
Right? Yeah, Ray's
really
like,
hit me.
lay it in,
Just
bro.
hit me.
Yeah,
Don't fake
absolutely.
it.
The only way you're getting
Hit me,
over,
dude.
is
I was
if
like,
you hit
that
me
look-
up.
It looked good. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, that shit
Just
was
because
good.
of the weekend, and it's Ray's weekend, Ray's gonna win. But that rivalry's not done.
See, you think he's going to win. I think Dom's going to beat him.
If Dom beats him, he could still be heel and he could be Mr. Piece of shit, like I'm in jail
Well,
guy.
I told you, like I said last
So what
week.
if he loses and there's a moment where Ray like passes down the torch and says like you're the one now, like you're the new Lucha, you're the new Mysterio, carry the name, and all of a sudden there's a face turn of some variation where people get behind Dom because he sure as shit sucks as a heel. I'm sorry, he never got over as a heel for me.
Like I said last week, I think if Dom doesn't win, either way, he's pulling Ray's mask off.
100%. I think that's gonna happen.
Or
too.
Ray takes his mask off and hands it to Dom, and Dom now wears a mask.
If Dom beats him clean, I could see that happening.
I
Or
can see Dom taking it from him and then wearing it the next night on Raw.
that'd be dope too.
That would be super heelish, yeah. if
Or
you wanted to go that
Vicky
route.
Guerrero comes out, helps Dom win.
She's still contracted. She can't.
She says that. I don't know if she really is though. She says she's got a lot to say about them when she's.
But she
when she's
wants
done.
to. She wants to work with. She
I know.
wishes she
What
was
if it
in
was
this
Chavo?
angle. She
Chavo
said that,
could do
but
it.
she's still
What
contracted.
about Chavo?
I got some family stuff to talk about when we get there. There's other stuff that I have a really good feeling about. Anyway, where are we
Who
at
wins? So
now? I got Ray.
I gotta go with Dom.
Split the
I
difference.
think you got to give it to Ray.
You have to.
Dom
It's his
has a
weekend,
lot of.
man.
Unless you're gonna like go on a streak with Dom or something, I guess it doesn't really matter.
Because if I tell you right now, if Ray wins, he can go off into the sunset. If he loses,
But he's saying he doesn't want to retire now.
that's what I'm saying. If he loses,
They could set up career mask, whatever, or
can.
some shit. They could set up that now or
This can
whatever.
keep
It's just,
going. Well, we'll
main
see.
event supposedly. Well, actually, there's two more. Let's do the Usos and Kevin Zane and Sammy Owens.
I think it's
Kevin Zane and Sammy
Kevin
Owens.
Zane.
wow, it's a long day.
Fucking nerd.
So I think it's over. I think it's because it's night one. I think it's over.
There's no. All the bloodline is going to lose their gold.
I don't think
this
it's over.
entire weekend.
I think they win. I think the Usos win.
Clean.
No way. I think if they lose, everyone's gonna expect Roman to win the next.
Do we have
night.
any more? Do we have another bloodline member in NXT right now?
The daughter, the Rock's daughter.
Yeah, the
that's
Rock's
it.
daughter.
And she's not really doing anything right now.
Okay, I'm just okay.
I see where he's going with it.
Just maybe
I see where he's
she
going
helps
with it.
out the bloodline, win the retain.
And
they need a valet maybe for starters if she's not really ready to go yet. They could be just be the female presence
They
of the
got her.
bloodline.
Well, yeah, they got her doing that weird.
She's doing the
gimmick with
schism
that-
thing with Gacy and.
Doesn't matter. It don't matter.
Yeah,
It's
I don't think it
WrestleMania.
matters either. She could definitely go.
It could be over.
Main event of the night: Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley. I think when they did this match, the COVID year in the empty arena, if this match happened at the stadium, it would have stole the show.
Oh, absolutely.
That's how good this match was.
Absolutely.
Does Rhea beat Charlotte Flair though?
Nope.
You don't think so?
Nope.
I'm a Charlotte Flair connoisseur, but I think Rhea beats her. I think they're gonna push Rhea to the fucking stars, dude.
Charlotte's the kind of girl, once again, who's established, doesn't need a belt. You put the women's championship on Rhea, man, the sky is the limit. I like Rhea too in this.
Here's the only way I could see that happening. So they have Rhea wins, right? If they're going to do that, then I think Bianca needs to go over Asuka.
And then do Charlotte.
And then Charlotte
Yeah,
and
me too.
Bianca.
I agree too. I 100% agree. I don't think Asuka needs to beat Bianca. I mean, I don't. So what do you think? Charlotte?
I'll say Charlotte, but I'm a Rhea fan, though.
I like
Fuck
Rhea.
it.
I love
I'm
Charlotte
going with
Flair.
Rhea.
I'm a Charlotte Flair fan, but
I'm
I
going
think
with
Rhea's
Rhea. I'm
too
sorry,
far,
Rhea.
too far
I
now.
never should have said Charlotte's name. I'm going with you. Please
Loyal
punish
to you,
me like
listen.
you punished Dom.
Oh,
All
Jesus
right.
Christmas tree.
And cancel.
Who's going to win?
Rhea's gonna win.
Night 2.
Here we go.
which I think is we all think is better.
I mean, it's
right?
not close.
I mean, it's like
It's not close.
There's good matches here. If my mouse works,
Bring it closer to the computer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got a little
Over
sensory
here.
on there.
Technical difficulties, folks.
And always live TV.
All right. We'll start with what I think is going to kick off the night. Brock Lesnar versus Omos. I think Brock's going to get his match and get the fuck out of there before the end of the night.
Really? You think that?
I
He always
guarantee you
leaves.
that starts in the
Once
he
he's
beat him?
done, he leaves. That's it.
Now, if you're talking about Tommy's 50-50 booking, it's been dominant on the side of Omos the entire time. He's manhandling this guy.
I think Omos wins by the help of Bobby Lashley, and we get the Hurt Business back with Omos as the enforcer.
Then this match ain't opening yet. This match won't open if that's the case.
Yeah, I don't. I don't think so. I just think the way Vince and WWE build big guys up, it's like they're attractions.
By the way, shout out to WrestleZone for putting out, and I know some of the writers over there, so it's not a knock on their thing, but report Vince will be at WrestleMania. And like, no shit, it's not
his
news.
company.
Try again.
Like,
Unbelievable,
so
but
retarded, dude. Like, I'm taking a shit tomorrow morning when I get up too.
Yeah.
So
Breaking, like I said this morning, breaking news: the owner of the company is going to be at the biggest show that it has that he created. Ding.
are you in the biggest storyline in the past 20 years?
Right.
Like, are you kidding me, dude?
Yeah, you're right though in that regard, Rob. That he loves an attraction.
They're
He loves
attractions.
this
It's not
circus
really a
thing.
match. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I still think I just can't see unless Brock's gonna get squashed. It's gonna be like like Brock obviously gets a couple moves in and then gets
I'll be so
destroyed.
mad. I'd be so mad if that happens.
I mean, what else could you do?
I want to be I'm very interested to see if he can get him up
He's
in the
gonna
F5.
get him up. You know he's gonna.
I'm not worried about an F5. How many times can a big guy like that get suplexed? Like, you can't drop that man on his head multiple times. It's not a physical thing.
I don't think he'd be able to suplex him that many
Do you
times.
think he
He's a
sits?
big dude?
Here's a good bet. Do you think he gets him up by either him sitting on the top rope or him like sitting on the apron? Or do you think Brock gets him up?
Brock can muscle him up
Yeah, I
to the
think
F5.
Oh, I think
muscle
Brock can get him
him
up if he
But as far,
tried.
like I said,
not
I think
more than
as
once.
as far as like multiple Germans, I don't see that, man, at all.
Dude, because he's so tall.
That's what I'm saying,
If-
dude.
if-
Every German, his
listen,
head's gonna wind up in a turnbuckle.
If Omos doesn't want to get picked up, he's not going to get picked up. I don't care how
he
strong
ain't gonna
you are.
big league Brock.
Yeah, Brock will fucking just start
murk
throwing
that
punches at him.
motherfucker, dude.
Well,
I think
there's
it's
that,
that.
yeah.
He
He
just him
will
with a body
murk
shot and
him,
make him
dude.
shit himself on live TV. I think that's what would happen. for
Now
real.
that would be a WrestleMania moment.
Yes, he's wearing brown
The
pants.
winning?
squirt business.
Who's winning?
The squirt business.
Who's winning?
Brock better win. I'm
Damn,
taking
you
Brock.
don't even
Brock better
know
win.
who you think is going to win.
I really
That's
think
good.
that this is going to be the new Hurt Business because Bobby doesn't have a spot.
I think
at WrestleMania.
I think they're going to set up something with him and LA Knight for Mania.
You think so?
Night one,
you still
night
think
two.
so?
One only has 7 matches. One has 6 on it. So whichever one.
I read a thing today with the LA Knight stuff. Bobby Lashley
What
comes
is
out.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan coming back now?
No. Bobby Lashley comes out, wants doesn't have a match. LA Knight says, "You're trying to ruin my moment. I want to fight him." All right, and then he's like, "This guy." He really broke it down really good on TikTok. He basically said Bobby Lashley comes out, says his shtick, says he doesn't have a match. And I'm the Andre the Giant winner. He'll win that
I
Friday.
have a feeling that Bobby Lashley's going to win.
He'll win that Friday, I think, and then LA Knight will be like, first of all, you can't have a WrestleMania without LA Knight. This is my LA Knight moment. Get out of my ring. And Bobby's gonna be like, no, you fight me right here. And LA Knight's gonna be like, well, we don't have a referee, so we can't fight. Glass breaks. Austin's the ref, and then they have a what off. And then he tricks him by saying he doesn't want to fight Bobby Lashley. And they go back and forth. And then all of a sudden, Austin's like, you want to fight Lashley? He's like, yeah, no. And then he says he fights. It's a whole elaborate thing. But
Jesus Christ. I
it's
hope
very
that
drawn
doesn't
out.
happen.
Very drawn out. Bad TikTok. Bad TikTok.
I mean, I like it. That
saw
might be more interesting than the Omos match. You want me to be honest
Alexa
with you?
Bliss said she's definitely going to be at WrestleMania.
Yeah, she's going to be backstage.
I think.
I didn't even know she was going through all that
I
stuff
think
this
something happens where her and Bray come out.
Well, because she's not like a
They
lot
were
of these
teasing
people were
shit
her
with
whole
Oh, did
life.
you see all the rest of them teasing with the tweets?
What?
Every single potential member of that Wyatt thing, they all put out cryptic shit this week.
Cross did too.
Yeah.
Don't
Dude.
just
Tell me that was not the. Did you watch the video
Of
Cross?
I saw it. I watched it.
That was the best hyped promo video for the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Maybe he wins it.
Just the way he was talking in the promo.
I don't think they should have to do promo for that dumbass thing they're doing. It used to be on WrestleMania. Why is it on SmackDown?
Because now they're calling it WrestleMania SmackDown.
Yeah, well,
SmackDown,
SmackDown,
WrestleMania.
It was the pre-show,
WrestleMania Raw, WrestleMania SmackDown.
Wasn't it the pre-show?
Yeah, usually it was light out.
Yeah.
It was light out, so that's how you
They
knew.
need to start doing Money in the Bank at WrestleMania again. That's right.
That would be dope.
Let's talk about Edge and Finn Balor inside the silver Hell in a Cell, not the red. It's going to be
Good. So the original.
Hell in a Cell.
I think we see Edge come down with Gangrel and Christian.
Who called that? We called that last week.
Yes,
so I
we
think
did.
we should clip that up so we have it ready for when we go to premiere. I'm like, hey guys, 2 weeks ago we said the shit was going to happen.
Yep.
But we've already seen Gangrel's already on his way there.
Well, it's kind of
Who knows
funny
what
how
wrestling
after
thing-
we talked about that,
The
then all
pop,
over Twitter
dude,
was
was
like,
gonna
the
be crazy.
rumor is Tony Khan is letting Christian go to
No, that was
WWE
like
for
4 days
WrestleMania.
after we talked about it, though. It wasn't anywhere else. I think it's going to happen.
It has to.
It would be nice.
It'd be great. You get the Demon, you get the Brood. It's just an awesome feel. It's going to be a great match.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be.
That might steal the show.
That's going to be a very. No, well, Cody fucking Roman. That's why I think that match should have been on night one.
Yeah.
And maybe
well,
move-
that's why I said Sunday
Maybe
rules
move
the
Dom
day.
and Ray tonight too. Like that's
I
what they
don't know.
should have done, right? I think.
I think they could.
I'm
if-
in for
if they're
Edge.
gonna-
If Edge does the Brood thing, Edge
Well,
wins the
listen,
match.
here's the thing. We're building this up like, oh
think
my God,
so?
they're going to
Yeah.
do the. Yeah, but wait. We're building this up like, oh my God, they're going to do the Brood thing. If they don't do it, then it 100% belongs right where it is.
Correct.
Who do you think wins?
Edge.
I think Balor wins again, dude.
Nah.
Has Balor lost at the Demon?
Yes, to Roman. Remember the rope broke.
Yeah, that's
Fucking
right.
never.
Ballard not only loses as the Demon, but he loses time in the ring as the Demon because he gets hurt when he's the Demon.
I heard when Demon one time, dude. One time, because Seth Rollins is too rough. He was told to stop doing the buckle bomb, and he keeps doing the buckle bomb. Keeps hurting people.
No, he
He's a
got hurt
menace.
again
He's
after
a menace. He's a menace. Wearing by dressing as the Demon.
That's when it always seemed to happen.
No,
when he was the
Thomas.
Demon. Hey, listen.
I think Balor
Google it.
wins. I think he needs it more. Edge is on his way out. I still
Yeah, but
think.
Balor's beaten him how many times already now?
Who cares? Beat me back. Same thing with. He did the same thing with Rollins. I just think it's.
Bless you.
I think Edge knows he's on his way
Reserve that
out.
one.
I think Edge and Cena should do career versus career at SummerSlam. That's what I think.
To finally end their feud.
Why not? Yeah, I mean
That would
that.
be
You know
cool.
what? That would sell SummerSlam.
Go all the way back to when he screwed him over against RVD at One Night Stand. Remember with the bicycle helmet? What a pop that was.
Like Cena comes out at fucking at Mania and screws him out of that.
I mean, that'd be crazy. But anyway,
Career, and just throw the fucking thing out.
moving on.
Women's tag match. Fucking that Ronda Rousey's in. What they had her last week?
Yeah, she's got a problem with her elbow, so I don't really see her doing that much work in the ring.
Do you know Liv Morgan came out and said she wanted Rousey to really break her arm, so it would like sell the
They
story
wanted to
more?
use thumbtacks. When was the last time WWE used thumbtacks?
Hell in a Cell 98. But anyway, no, I have no idea.
Like again,
Liv
wrong
Morgan,
company,
listen.
Liv.
Chelsea Green's on the match too. Chelsea,
know.
have you seen Chelsea Green wrestle?
She's good.
Bro, she's really good.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
like,
good.
what the fuck?
I like her. I like her shtick. I like her Karen type
For
thing.
real, she's in the ring. I'm like, why isn't she in the ring more?
No, I like her a lot.
I was telling Dave, his buddy, his old tag team partner, clotheslined her out of her fucking shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Big O?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not stiff.
How many tag teams has Natalya been in?
74, 75?
Can you guess who her tag team partner is this week?
Yeah, it's the Shotzi.
Yeah, you would know that, but you probably wouldn't know that if I didn't say
They
that.
came out on the fucking tank together.
I don't know.
Fucking on Friday
The girl's
night.
in 50 tag teams.
Bro, I
Here's
told
my
you guys.
thing.
I told
Why
you guys.
is Shotzi coming out on a tank, but the Marine, what's her name, doesn't come out on one?
She came out of the
I
like
love
first.
her. I love her.
Yeah. I don't
Lacey
know why-
Evans?
Yeah.
I don't understand why she
A
gets
lot
the
of
hate
other
that
people
she
don't.
gets.
She's a thoroughbred.
A lot of
I
people
love her.
can't stand her. I
don't understand why.
Never seen so much hate for one person. They wish her a happy birthday in WWE, and the comments were crazy.
Oh, it was brutal.
only
Crazy. They're like, I hope there's thumbtacks in your cake. Like, I'm like, what the fuck?
But notice how she kept her Twitter, but the one from AEW had to get rid of it?
Oh, Jesus, Tommy. This is
Anywho.
why
Yeah,
they're
I
gonna
know.
kill us when we show up somewhere one day. I don't even know who you're
I'm
talking
the
about.
reason.
Yeah. He's getting choked out in his DMs.
I'm the reason. All right.
Fucking All right, let's go to The triple threat intercontinental title.
Match of the night.
Drew
God.
McIntyre.
That's going to be brutal.
Sheamus. Gunther.
I can't. Be
Gunther has not been pinned or submitted since he came up to the main roster.
Last person to beat him was Braun Breaker.
Tell you who I really got mad or really upset about again, and I'll say this until I'm blue in the face. I don't like what they did to Ziggler with Gunther the other night. Like, he just beat the brakes off of him. Like, he got his offense in a little bit, but, like, you talk about a guy who's one of the most talented dudes I've ever watched in the ring, and they just keep letting him just get beat up.
I don't think he minds.
I don't think he minds. He does
Of course not.
He does
He's
like
signing a
comedy
check.
now.
He's fine.
He does
That's
like
fine.
comedy now.
Bro, I tell you what. I'll tell you, I'm not breaking the fourth wall, but Kurt Hawkins, right? Mm-hmm. Do you remember when they brought him back to WWE? That he went on the streak?
Yeah.
Right? I had the shirt. Like, all the tick marks of all the losses. Bro, he made that a thing. All for it. You're getting paid. But I don't know, man. I just think they dropped the ball with this guy for his entire career. But anyway.
Had to be because too much like Michaels, right? Why? What's
don't know,
another
man.
reason why?
I don't know. But
That's why they wouldn't sign Hammerstone, because they said he looked too much like Triple H.
I don't think he looks anything.
That's what they said.
He's going for that
he
look.
looked maybe not now, but coming up, they thought his body type looked too much like Triple H. To me, when I see Ziggler, I see Michaels, just a skinnier Michaels,
and he could have been just as good,
but like just as good, like
just as good in the ring. He could have. I don't know.
Speaking of Michaels, have you guys follow? Are you guys see Marty Jannetty on Facebook?
Yeah. Let's leave that one off.
What the?
Yeah.
Well, he was on there today again.
I've met Marty Jannetty multiple times. He is a space cadet. Like he is
just saying it out loud.
Oh yeah,
the way he
dude.
uses Facebook.
Yeah, he.
Did you ever see his Facebook posts?
That's what
I thought you meant Twitter.
Where are we? Hi, I'm Earth. Have we met?
It's
like, but
yes. I thought he was talking about Twitter.
I don't think he has Twitter.
think so.
I told him yesterday he should get Twitter so I could see it more, because I'm gonna have to go on Facebook just to see what he's saying.
Oh, dude, he's
a lunatic.
He's calling people out by name. I'm like, dude, what is wrong with you? Something's gonna kill you.
Who
wins?
What match were we talking about? Marty Jannetty?
The Rockers against
Gunther Sheamus.
The barbershop window. Gunther.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
You don't think they
take it
care
off
about
Gunther.
Sheamus, Grand Champion? McIntyre just hasn't done anything.
Because then what do they do with Gunther after
This would make
I don't know
Gunther's career if he wins this.
I think so too.
So I think
he's done more for this title than anybody's
that's what I
done.
mean. They're bringing
Please, for the love of God, change the title. Change the title.
Bring back the old.
It's an ugly ass belt.
The old
There's
white one?
nothing.
Yeah.
Give me white.
It can be black too. It doesn't matter.
I don't give a shit.
Stupid.
Just get rid of this thing because
Belt
it's just
looks dumb.
it looks like a piece of iron. It's just not it's not an appealing belt.
It doesn't look like a belt. Period. It looks like he's coming out with like a big coin.
Yeah.
Like you
There
ever put
he is with a penny.
You ever put a penny? Yeah, the penny in the machine and spin it.
That's the tag belts.
Yes.
That's what they look like.
Oh, that shit looks stupid.
horrible. But yeah, I
But
think
he's
Gunther
done
wins.
more for it than anybody else has.
Yeah, he's
since The
putting
Miz.
legitimacy back on the belt that hasn't been there since the days of Michaels, Mr. Perfect.
Well, Miz put some respect
Miz
back on
definitely
it.
put
when he-
respect on it. Miz,
Bro, I watched the
That's
promo
true.
yesterday. Sometimes these old promos pop up on TikTok. Do you remember when he was in there with Roman Reigns and Cena?
oh yeah. The best Miz promo is when he goes at Daniel Bryan on the Talking Smack thing. You've seen that?
Yeah,
That was
well,
a shoot,
I don't
wasn't
know
it?
if it was a shoot, but it's close.
I don't know.
It's close.
It was
but-
close enough.
Yeah.
Gunther.
Yeah, I think we're sweeping on that one.
Bianca Asuka.
I can't go
Asuka
against
comes back at the
Bianca.
Royal Rumble, wins. Doesn't win. Does she win?
No,
I don't
Flair
know.
won
Did she
it.
get the match?
She won something else.
Well, no, she did win.
Oscar won the Rumble?
Yeah.
Oh.
She did win.
Oh, she did
It
win,
was
you're
her
right.
and her and Liv.
Then she completes the thing. She's gonna
Wait, no.
No,
I thought Charlotte Flair won.
Asuka didn't
No,
win. the
Rhea
Rumble.
won.
Rhea did
won the
win.
Rumble. So how did Asuka get the? How did Asuka get the?
This is a
Bianca
good
match?
show, boys. We know our
Because Rhea,
shit.
Rhea chose
But how did Asuka get the Belair match?
because she's Asuka and
I just don't.
everybody
I don't.
says
I
she
just.
deserves
Nobody
it.
beats
I think
Asuka.
it's because it's in LA, and it's closer to that side of the world. You get more.
So it's the Pacific
Okay.
side.
Pacific
I get it.
Ocean.
I mean, who else really deserves it? You're not going to give it to Liv Morgan because she just had the belt in SmackDown and like really couldn't do too much with it.
Rousey. It's in LA.
They're not going to do that with Ronda. She's hurt.
But I think Ronda Bianca would have been a phenomenal match. I don't think Bianca loses. I don't think she should lose.
I don't know. I had to prepare my my daughter. I was like, listen, so just to let you know, she might end up losing the belt this weekend.
Asuka's just cringe to me, dude. Like just
Well, it's because she's
trying to do the stuff they do in Stardom, and like they just where they dance around and it's like 1950s comedy.
yeah, but that's her whole.
Like, guy,
That's her whole. Yeah, but that's her whole
I want to
shtick.
get him. Yeah.
Poke your belly and run away, huh? This is yours, eh? Come get it.
You don't want to yell about
Wow,
it.
you're on a roll
I'm just.
today.
That's what she does. Watch her in the ring and just with no sound. You're like, It's just- she's a good wrestler, but it just the taunts are like so PS2.
The
Like,
taunts. She hit hard.
You hit L2 and she
toggle.
Yep, you're toggling it around.
you hit L2 twice.
She's
and
got to
so-
do it enough so
That
she
is
can get her
great.
finisher all prepared.
I'm just saying. I'm just over
No, look,
it.
that's been her shtick, though, and that's what the fans know her as because obviously they knew her before she came here. That's what they're used to with her. I don't know. I think she's awesome in the ring. And,
Before we get to the main event,
okay.
do we see any surprises on either night?
I mean, I don't know.
Something to do with LA Knight. LA Knight's segment, whatever it is, will have the
I
surprise.
think the big surprises are what Triple H is waiting for Monday because the first hour of Raw is commercial free Monday night.
Okay, what the fuck's that mean?
It does mean
This is WrestleMania. This is like the Super Bowl. Like he said, the Super Bowl.
understand that.
Last year we got Austin McAfee moment with Vince.
Next year's 40. So they got to do something big to kind of get a grip on
Hulk
next
Hogan
year.
versus the Honky Tonk Man, WrestleMania 40.
No, but there's got to be something. Multiple
I'm
somethings.
telling you, I think the big surprises they're going to save for Monday night.
That's
what
right.
Triple H
Asshole.
said.
No-
Let's ask you a
no
question.
debuts,
no
no debuts.
surprises either night of WrestleMania.
I'm going pretty much what you're saying.
Chalk.
LA Knight and
Whoever.
and Bobby
Dude,
Lashley.
those are surprises though. You don't think we see anybody like Jay White or nobody, no
I think
newcomers.
That's saved for Monday.
Okay. Main event.
Here we go.
Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. Cody comes back from AEW, last WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
He gets to this point, wins the Rumble, gets hurt, comes back, blah, 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 blah. Roman's been champion. WrestleMania will be 945 days, I think.
So he's about a month and a half away from 1,000.
What happens?
Boy, oh boy, man. It's first of all, I have to say and give my kudos and bravo to WWE. They sold this fight really, really well. After, and you know what? It's funny, guys, because if you think about it, we were so bent. We're like, it's got to be Sami Zayn. It's got to, it's got to be something different. It's got to be like, we weren't sold on Cody and Roman when they first announced it was Cody and Roman. We were like, okay, we'll see what happens. We were optimistic they could do it, but boy, did they do it. And guess what? They got, as this airs on YouTube, they got one more to go.
Mm-hmm.
One more. Let's see if the gloves actually come off, and maybe even company names are dropped and stuff like that. Like, let's see if they really go all out. No pun for AEW, but let's see if the gloves are off for the promo. But man, oh man, I haven't been this jacked up for a finish in a long, long time.
For like a WrestleMania main event.
Yeah.
And Roman last year got hurt. Remember, it's like
when his arm got broke.
He's like separated his shoulder during the match.
Oh,
like it
shit.
ended,
That's
and in like
right.
10 minutes, like what the hell?
That's
just
right.
happened?
That's right. Holy
so like
shit.
he's going to want to have
Taking me
like
back already.
Do you know he's the only? He's the only champion that will main event
3 Manias in a row.
years in a row as champion.
Yep.
Hogan was the champion, but it was like a tag match, so technically didn't count. But that's like glorified air, dude, in professional wrestling. I don't care what anybody says. You can say it's FAKE or AEW, say whatever. Like 3 in a row,
He said
dude.
fake. I sounded like.
Tommy
He
said
spelled it out. You said it, jerk.
Well, yeah, because it looked like you were trying to figure out what he just spelled out. I see your eyes up in the air. I'm like,
I'm thinking about something else because there's
I'm like,
something
he
I want to
said
talk
fake.
about.
Before we even talk about the match, I want to say this: if Michael Cole ruins the fucking ending,
How would he ruin the ending?
Cody wins! Cody wins! Cody wins! I don't want to hear that shit.
Okay.
I don't. You
Wait,
better
I gotta
either
turn my
write
hearing
something
aid up.
really good.
Wait, what was he going to do?
No, I can't. Because I thought about it yesterday, and I was like, dude, if he ruins it by doing that shit, I will freak out.
Why is that ruined? I don't understand.
Because everything, let's go back and watch anybody else. Go back and watch Rollins win. Go back.
Yeah.
Good.
Can I? All right. Are we talking
Just
about the
write
match
something
now?
good
'Cause
out.
I'm like giddy as I
And you're
come
an
up with
announcer.
this theory.
So how would I should have made you write out what you would have done
What, for the main event?
if like the winner. So let's just say Cody wins. So Cody went to Crossroads.
You have to let that marinate. You have to. You can
That's
say.
my point.
You
You
can
could-
say like 1, 2, got him, and it's
And then
over,
that's
and then
it.
let it.
You should the
let
mic
it
should be
marinate.
off.
Yeah, you let it marinate,
For like a minute.
and then you just come back and say it's like anything else. If the Yankees win the World Series, fly ball, he makes the catch, and then the
Silence.
crowd goes nuts, and then you can say the Yankees just won the World Series. About a minute later, you let the crowd go.
He
in on
will.
this.
He will.
But I have a bombshell of a prediction what I think might play out.
In this match right here.
In this match right here.
I'm all ears.
Okay, so obviously the bloodline is night 1, so they'll have the night off in night 2. So you got to assume they're involved. Everybody's involved. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens,
Solo just lost to him.
everybody. Solo just lost. It is a mess. The numbers game. Blah blah blah. And I know this is gonna sound stupid, but I'm popping for it if it happens. Got the music teamed up and everything. Ready? So Roman thinks he's got it up and ready to go because the bloodline just took him out and it's over. He's gonna get the 951st day until.
I would fucking shit my pants. You don't know the music, bro?
I know the music.
Gold Dust.
No
comes out.
way it'll ever happen.
His brother
there's
comes
no way.
out
I would fucking pop.
and helps him win the title.
There's no way.
Tony
'cause
Khan.
He's
That's only
still,
because
he's
Tony.
still contracted.
It's not even
He's
that.
still contracted with Tony.
They could. I know they've asked for him to be at something like a while ago, and Tony said no.
That's a total fantasy booking. But
No,
like,
of course,
yeah.
but that would be.
But
Bro.
you're
Here's
talking
the
about a way to
question,
do
bro.
it.
Does he
I think
come
people
out
would
with
cry.
Keith Lee in his cape?
Jesus Christ, you're ruining it. You're ruining it.
You are ruining it.
You're ruining
You're
it.
trying to
But
be
like,
too funny.
what I will say is he's not under contract. I don't think anymore.
He just had a baby.
He didn't have
Dustin.
a baby. His daughter had a baby.
Whatever.
Dustin.
Grant, somebody had a baby.
Is
He's
not
under contract.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's one person in this world that will break contract for a big moment, it's him.
But Cody's trying to say is he doesn't want to involve. He wants it to be about him.
Yep.
So maybe he comes out to celebrate him, like sort of a la
that would be cool
Benoit and Eddie.
That would be dope. That would be a
He's-
moment.
Dustin's been talking about it, on Twitter.
He has to be there.
I think
If the match is going to go in that way and Cody wins the belt, and he's been talking about the goddamn Rhodes family for how long, you got to have the one lasting member of the Rhodes family, his brother, come in there and embrace him. You have to.
You'd think.
maybe we have like Brandy Rhodes comes out.
Brandy too.
And then fucking that's when like
Yeah, I
Rock's,
am
that's when
surprised
like
we
Rock's
haven't
daughter
seen her.
or like Nia Jax come out and fucking house him.
There's so much you can do with
There
this.
is so
but
much.
at the
you
end of
can
the
do.
day,
Rikishi. There's
at the end of the day, I know I just made up a fantasy. Like that's not obviously going to happen. But
I mean, I like the idea.
of course,
Oh, I would
if I'm
fucking-
writing it,
I would
that'd be fun as
fucking
shit,
cry, dude.
But honestly, I don't think Cody wins.
I don't think Cody wins.
I think
don't-
Roman's winning this thing. I don't know
you know
why.
what's gonna happen? No matter what. First of all, if Cody loses, the fucking internet is gonna go
gonna
crazy on
explode.
WWE.
There's been there's a trending TikTok thing where it's all the fans reacting to like 1, 2, and they have all their Cody garb on. And then Roman's music hits at the end, and they're just like sad, and they like
it's
slip
gonna
into
be
their
great. It's gonna
couch.
be
Like,
great.
dude, think about it.
It's the
so-
one match.
It's so predictable to say like finish the story. Like
It
I
is.
just
It
to
is,
me
dude. And the
that's
Royal
like-
Rumble, they
That's like
handed
the Royal
to
Rumble
him.
when that happened. I was like, oh cool, yay. We knew it was going to be Cody. Like you knew it. Like how do you end it in the way where you where everybody knows it? That's not
That's
a
my point,
surprise
too.
to me. The surprise would be Roman Reigns winning this belt.
that would be me too.
Like when The Rock beat CM Punk for the belt?
Is that Mania?
That one WrestleMania when I'll never forget this one video where this kid threw a fucking temper tantrum because The Rock had won. He started smashing all his video games
The thing
that The
is,
Rock
the
on it.
problem is, and this is a booking thing from like being backstage and knowing how Pat and Kevin do it. You do want to send the crowd home happy,
yes.
right? So for them to have Roman win, there are going to be a lot of people that are rooting for Roman. Trust me, I think this
I
crowd
think
might
so,
be a
too.
little
It might go
divided.
50-50.
It might be a little divided. We'll
It's
see.
definitely going to be divided because a lot of that they still live in California. They're from California.
But what I'm saying is,
you don't think Fatu's going to be there?
No,
you know
that's
he's
not my
gonna be
point.
there.
But I think he's right though. With the fan base,
I think the fans are going to be a little divided.
They're gonna be
Do I think it's going to be the
50-50,
loudest whoa? Like
I
when
think they're gonna be on both ends.
Sure, it'll be It'll be.
I even think the people that aren't rooting for him are going to do that.
Yeah,
just
of
because
course.
how
And
do you
then same
not?
thing with Rollins, same all
Yeah.
that shit. But they have to shock us here. Like
They have
nobody in the mother thought that Brock would actually beat Taker. That place went dead silent.
cricket.
This place would go crazy if Roman wins. Either with boos or cheers,
so, too.
the place would go nuts. So I think that's the logical thing to happen, man.
I don't think
know.
it's gonna be 2 crossroads and a pin. Like I think they're gonna put us on a fucking roller coaster.
Oh yeah, there's going to
for
be
like
a whole
40
lot of
minutes.
false
Bro,
finishes in
we're
this.
gonna be sitting
Yeah.
here, all of us here, plus our guests that are gonna be here. We're gonna be sitting here with the edge of our seats.
This
Like
Heyman turn.
That would be the coolest thing in the
But that
world.
would mean
But
Cody
that
would have
would
to
mean
turn
Cody
heel.
go heel.
Yeah, no.
But that's what
I think Cody
He's
should
done
be
it
heel.
already. He did that with Brock for
But Brock
Roman.
was
and
his
every
guy,
time he does it,
though.
it's great.
Yeah.
But Brock was his guy.
Bro,
I
he turned
get
on
that.
Brock with the Big Show and then went back with Brock back in the day.
That's
like
true.
that, he does it a million times. If he does this here and all of a sudden there's a new faction brewing between Cody, Heyman, whoever else they want to bring under their wing.
And they're all dressing nice. In
They're
suits
all,
and
it's
shit.
like Evolution 2.0 kind of shit, right?
Yeah, I could see. You know what? Yeah,
I'm not saying that's what they should do, but that's a way
they
for me
could.
where I would be like, all right, that's
I
cool.
remember how you said
Like I
that
said,
when we
the more-
first started talking
I said
about
the
this.
more you hear him say, I need this, I need this,
Yeah.
I need this, it reeks of desperation, meaning I'll do whatever the fuck it takes to win this
You want
match.
people to fucking love Vince again? Let Vince come out and help Cody win. Let fucking Vince come out and help Cody win.
I mean, he can't, but like,
Why not?
What's he gonna do? I mean, he couldn't even take a stunner last
If his
year.
music hits, bro, people would fucking fart and fucking. Are you kidding
speaking of
me?
that-
People would fart.
Speaking of
If
that,
his music hit while like Roman was going for the spear,
But what? But think about the logistics.
why?
Why?
They
Right?
would
There's
have
no
to explain
why.
it. It'd
did
be a
you,
story.
did you
I'm not
guys
mad
see
enough.
the video of the Undertaker making fun of him backstage at last
Oh,
year's
yeah,
WrestleMania?
you didn't see that?
No.
That was
He's like,
hysterical.
He's like, it was after the
Making
stun-
fun of who, Vince?
Vince
Yeah.
after the stunner thing.
Oh, no.
He was like, bro, you should just took it home before that or something. I forgot what he said. It was
He
funny.
goes, no, he said, I lost my shoe. He goes, you should have stayed back here to find it. That was terrible.
That's great. But it's gonna be great. I don't know. Final predictions. What do we got? Start with Tommy.
I'm going to say Cody.
Cody finishes the story, wins the
You
title.
have to at this point. You
don't
got to
think
go all
you
the way with it.
Rob, you're on the Roman train here.
Wreck everyone and leave.
I'm thinking Roman too, man. I really that's the only
just
way.
can't
I'm
see
well
it.
aware that you have to leave everybody excited and happy, but maybe there's like a double turn. I don't know. Maybe there is a turn that doesn't go successful. Maybe Heyman turns right in the middle of the match, tries to get it done for Cody, and it doesn't work, and then The Rock comes out and helps Roman Reigns win the title.
What if fucking Jay turns on Jimmy in the tag match the night before?
I don't think they'll turn into tag
They
match.
can't do it then because then it's like ooh, unexpected.
But
Okay,
then it's but the end of WrestleMania, someone's talking to Roman saying like, because Cody said when you lose, Jay already left you. This person's gonna leave you.
I heard it's all gonna. If he loses the belt, I heard it's all gonna kind of crumble because Roman will go away for a little while.
he's scheduled for Backlash.
What?
Yeah, dude, he's scheduled for Backlash. Remember we talked about this on the show. And the last Backlash, they did like a triple.
Have you ever had a match where like we're coming up with all these crazy scenarios?
Never,
and you're
dude.
literally like, but at the end of the day, I don't have a fucking clue
the
as
third
to
man?
what they're gonna do.
The third man. Well, dude, who guessed Hulk Hogan?
Nobody would
Bobby
have ever
Heenan
guessed
ruined
that.
the shit out of that.
And that's why I bet you now they kind of like fucking tell him things because he was
I'll
like,
never
"Oh,
forget.
yeah,
I always tell my friends that. Like, do you guys realize that Heenan like ruined that shit? Heenan was the man.
Well, did you ever listen to the Stone Cold podcast when he had Nash on? When they were replaying that, you hear Nash go, "Look, Bobby going into business for himself." But
Is this a moment? Same thing you just said. Nash said one after WrestleMania, the Tyson WrestleMania with Austin and HBK. The night after on Nitro, when he was passing Kevin Sullivan in the hallway, Kevin Sullivan said, "You feel that, Nash? It's getting kind of cold around here. We had an ice
no,
called
that
WrestleMania."
was after.
It was after Tyson's WrestleMania.
No, I thought he said it was after Foley went off the.
No, it was
Hell
after
in a
Tyson.
Cell.
It was after the Tyson WrestleMania. He said he passed Kevin Sullivan in the hallway.
You sent the, all right, so Rob, we'll end it like this. We'll end the show like this today. You sent the picture, even though Hogan's head was cut off. You sent the picture
yeah,
of some
I
of the
forgot about
greatest iconic WrestleMania finishes maybe ever. Does WrestleMania 39 top them all somehow?
It has to. If they want wrestling to be great again, it has to.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we're sitting here and we don't know. Like you don't. Nobody could
Doesn't
say, "Oh,
it
it's gonna
feel
happen
good
for
to
sure."
feel that way though? That
It
we
does.
don't know.
It
Dude,
does.
You should.
And there's
You know?
somebody that I won't name names because of storyline purposes in my own life, but there is somebody that said kayfabe might be dead, but it doesn't have to be.
No.
Like, it doesn't have to. We could bring it back. You know, we could. There's
Yeah,
some way to
100%
bring it
talking
back.
to dirt sheet
Stop,
writers.
stop doing the reporting. Just go out there because you know what? Not Meltzer, not Ross Sapp, not the other fucking clowns that do this shit. Nobody has a clue as to what's going to happen in the main event of WrestleMania, and that's the best main event of WrestleMania in history when you just don't know. There's
Yeah.
no like, well, this guy's extended leave is coming up, and this guy's going on vacation,
no
and this
idea.
guy. If Roman Reigns, if this is what he's saying is true, and Roman Reigns is booked for the next month pay-per-view, then you truly don't know what's going down.
Don't know.
And it's going to be fan-fucking-tastic. Take us home, Tommy.
How do I take us home from that?
I know,
that
I'm
was
pretty good at
probably
this
the
stuff.
greatest rant right there. Holy shit.
Starting next week, I'm putting myself back on camera.
Good.
So
It's about time.
Yeah, it's like, I just did it for the podcast, but go ahead. Anyway.
All right, well, guys, listen. Next week we will not be.
Are you gonna sit in the middle of us?
No.
Oh, we
a big
tried
de-
that
it's a
once
big
before.
desk.
We tried that once before. Remember? I was sitting between you and Chris, and I'm like,
Yeah, it was kind of weird. We'll
with my
figure it
fucking
out.
man bun.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Holy
I
shit.
forgot about that. Fucking
Yeah, that was a bad time for Tommy.
My twat nut.
Wow. All right. Just when you thought the word twat wouldn't be used on the air, it was
Lord.
twice now. Tommy, take us
Anyway,
to
so guys, next week we will not be here live on YouTube. We will be on Premier Streaming Network
There you go.
with our new boss, Josh Chernoff, who's
It's your boss, not my boss.
I mean, we're working for him, right?
He'll never be my boss. Actually, guys, if you're watching this right now, be sure to go check out Josh Chernoff at the Premier Streaming Network booth. He's signing autographs for some odd reason. I think he should have to pay them.
Yeah,
for
what
him
the
to-
fuck is that?
Yeah, well, he's there with Fatu, your boy. He's there signing autographs for MLW. But yeah, for some odd reason, he's out there signing autographs.
That'll be
So,
us next year in Philly.
next year when Blue Meanie gets in, when Bam
Bam.
Bigelow gets in,
Taz.
when Taz gets in, when the ECW alumni get in there, we'll be there for it.
Is Tommy Dreamer in yet?
Nope.
Nope.
ECW. You know what?
Like dedicate that to them,
Bro.
Or Heyman gets in.
What are you, fucking Vince Russo?
Bro.
How many bros?
Bro, I don't need this shit no more. No, I tell you right now what they should do. They've inducted the Horsemen. They've inducted fucking NWO, DX. Induct ECW.
Hey, wait. Heyman's not in either, is he?
No.
Induct ECW as a complete fucking thing.
It is. You could have Raven,
All
Tommy
of
Dreamer,
them.
Sandman,
The ones that
Sabu,
represented, have them all up there.
Taz.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be sick.
Like five or seven of them tops. Like
Yeah,
whatever.
bring
Just
that up.
incredible.
You can't put everybody out
Nah,
there, but
but-
like the guys that really
You
meant
should bring that
something.
up to Raven in New York.
Sure. Well, we'll do that.
He's going to be a creative pro.
Okay. So is MJF.
Ooh, homecoming. That's right. All right, take
You're
us
gonna be
home,
there for that?
Nah, I don't
Oh,
think so.
so what are you talking about? We'll see Raven before he will.
Good point. All right, guys. So next week, we will see you on our new channel, the Premier Streaming Network. Please make sure that you go out and get that app. There's a lot of really cool things that are on there with WrestlePro and other wrestling organizations. Matt Cardona's podcast is on there, as well as the Chop Sports Social. Shout outs to our sponsors, Dudes Gourmet, of course, Richard Lucas Chevy, and Subaru Studio. Guys, we will see you next week. Everybody enjoy WrestleMania. Keep following Rob on Twitter. He might insult you. He might be your friend. You never know. So we'll see you guys next week.
All character, baby. Kayfabe. You know?
Welcome to the Chop Sports Fight Factory. Here are your hosts, the Reverend Tommy D and Rasslin Rob.